Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to Mind Your Crypto. Today I have Wink update. Let's see if Wink will win the race now and of course why it is sleeping while the whole market is growing up. If you like the content, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell button, share, and also you can join our Telegram group chat down in the description below. I have the link where you can join and we talk much about the crypto space and general ideas. So right here, what do we have? We have the 0.3070, which I will delete for now, and we want to maintain this support line over here, 0.012 to 13. Okay, so afterwards we need to break through some important resistance levels in order to be sure if we want to buy Wink for the very short term. Right now it has very low volatility. As you can see here, it doesn't have so much. You can see here so much volume. You can see here the green bar. The red bars are pretty low according to what it was back on 23rd April. So right here it is sleeping a bit. I think, guys, if we can surpass the 0.015 to 16 and especially the next two levels, then we will be looking very good, especially the 0.0018 to 19 cents. I will explain that afterwards. In the MACD on the 4-hour frame, what we want to see here is after this nice cross over here, we want to see the blue line regaining some strength and going upwards while the second line remains downwards. Okay, that's what we want to see for now, and of course making higher highs and higher lows. I didn't care much about the bearish cross right here for the 4-hour frame, as I care so much about making higher lows. I don't want to go beyond this level down further down below. Okay, so for the MACD in the 4-hour frame it looks good, but we have to see more indicators as well. We go now to the RSI and the commodity channel index in the 4-hour frame. So what we have here, the RSI is between 30 and 70 in this purple area, as you can see, and of course we don't have any overbought or any oversold situation. For the commodity channel index, we found resistance two times here, 1st May and 3rd May, up to the 100. We need to see it going upwards. We need to see it going upwards because we will, yes, okay, we will have an overbought situation, but we need to see it going upwards because the price will go upwards as well. We want to make higher highs and higher lows for the commodity channel index as well. Right now we don't have any overbought opportunity or any oversold opportunity for the commodity channel index. Back there, guys, we had at 23rd April we had an oversold situation, therefore a very good buying opportunity. You can see here the RSI was below 30, the commodity channel index was below -100. We had a very good short-term buying opportunity. The SSL channel, of course, the red line is below the green line, so we have a buying opportunity for the 4-hour frame. Let's see, but that's just according to the SSL channel. Now we will go to the daily frame and the Bollinger Bands, and of course the RSI and the commodity channel index in the daily frame. You can see here we are getting into a squeeze point, guys. We are having low volatility, we are having low volume, where the top Bollinger Band approaches the bottom Bollinger Band. We have so small distance. That is a good thing, guys. That is a good thing for a coin if we want to have to gain some fuel up, and of course it can go upwards or even downwards, guys. I'm not sure about that. We will discuss that in the price analysis. Right now, when we approach the bottom Bollinger Band, you can see here, or when we extend, we have a short-term buying opportunity. When we extend the top Bollinger Bands, we have a very high risk. That's why here we consolidated back into correcting more furthermore, because we pumped up so quickly, we corrected so much longer. Okay, so the MACD in the daily frame. The reason I want to see this cross is because then we can go upwards. Okay, I want to see this bullish cross between the MACD and the orange line, our signal line. When the MACD is above the orange line, then we are having a buying opportunity, then we are having a very bullish scenario. Right now we don't see that, we haven't seen that. Those lines are close to each other, but for the moment being we haven't seen this bullish cross. They are pretty close, but we want to see this cross. We want to see the blue line crossing the orange line. That is so important for the daily frame and for the mid term. You can see here the commodity channel index still in the middle, and of course the RSI still in the middle. We don't have anything yet. We are having very low volume, and we are going now to Wink against Bitcoin. For Wink against Bitcoin, guys, the 50-day EMA is bouncing right down and upwards, the 20 and the 30-day EMA, as you can see here. I want to focus more so you can see the lines. 50-day EMA was beyond, now it is upwards. I don't know what it will do on the 4-hour frame. It is bouncing up and down, up and down. We want to assume that we will stay in this support level. We tested back on 2nd May, so we want to stay on this Fibonacci retracement level. If we go even a little further beyond, we don't want to go beyond that level right here. Okay, we don't want to go beyond that level. Okay, I said it. All right, so we don't want to go beyond that level. We want to break above this level right here, 0. I think it's 7.027.275. Okay, so we need to break above this resistance level, and of course for the RSI, for the 4-hour frame, we are inside the 30 and the 70. Nothing to watch here. You can see the hammer candle, 2 big engulfish candles here. We went upwards, but we need to see more volume, more volatility for Wing. So we go now to Wing against Bitcoin in the daily frame, guys. And as you can see here, we still look good. We haven't lost our momentum, okay, because the 50-day EMA is below 20 and 30-day EMA. We are still good. Even the BACD is falling apart. We need to see, of course, this cross right here for Wing against Bitcoin, where we will see and more of an upward situation. But right now, we haven't lost our momentum. The 50-day EMA is still below 20 and 30-day EMA. We just need to see higher volume. We need to see the top connecting the trend line, connecting the tops and the bottoms. We need to see something like this, guys. And of course, when we are getting into a squeeze moment, we want to go from here upwards. We want to go upwards, okay? We want to test here, bounce between those lines, bouncing between those lines right here, and then going up, go above this line. So we are now in a crucial moment where we are seeing very low volatility, and therefore we need to see Wing what it will do in the next days. Let's go to the price analysis, and the reason I am always watching the support levels and the RSI and the commodity channel index, it is because here we might see a squeeze point where we see low volatility, and then it can fuel up and go upwards. The 50-day EMA is still below the 20-day EMA for the 4-hour frame. That's very good, guys. We don't want to see a cross where the 50-day EMA will go above the 20-day EMA. Right now, we are bouncing between those lines for quite some time now. See 15 cents, as you can see here, 0.0015 and 0.0012. Okay, we are bouncing between those two lines right here, and what we want to see is, first of all, we break through this important line. Secondly, this more important resistance level, 0.018. If we break this resistance level right here, then we are having a very good and clear buying opportunity for me, because we found multiple times the resistance level back here, okay? And of course, this one line, 0.618, is a very important line as well. The more we go up, and even if we break up and go make the 0.0021 as our support line, the more buying opportunity we will have, the more risk, the lower risk we will have as long as we go upwards. Above this level, then if we go above this level and hit the resistance level, we have a higher risk. But of course, guys, we want to make the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level as our support level. So therefore, we want to see higher volatility for Wing, maintaining the 50-day EMA below the 20-day EMA, and of course, going upwards, okay? We want to see it going upwards. Let me delete the RSI of the 60 days. Let me keep the standard RSI in the commodity channel index. We saw back then that we are between 30 and 70. Back there we had an oversold situation, therefore a buying opportunity. Same for the commodity channel index. What we want to see here is breaking this resistance line, 100 line for the commodity channel index. Therefore, guys, we need, first of all, for the Wing to see some buying good strategies. What we want to do, first of all, we need to be patient for the short term. Secondly, as it breaks more resistance level, as it bounces between retracement level, these Fibonacci retracement levels, then we will be buying. We will invest some money here, more money here. Okay, but this is not a financial advice. This is my buying strategy, what we would do. And in case we fell down, I would buy more the dip as we fall down. Less money here, more money into the next support levels. For example, here we have a good support level, guys. We have a very good support level over here. Okay, I would buy more on this price over here, 0.0009. Okay, so what I would do is this, and of course if I had bought at the top here, then I would not sell my I would not sell here because I would be in a loss. And remember, never sell, because if you sell, then that way you are losing something. If you don't sell when you are in a loss, when your portfolio is at a loss, if you don't sell, you haven't lost anything, guys. So you need to keep your patience, and of course, guys, if you've bought at the top, just hold, stay with me. Patience is the key for success. I always tell this in my videos. So we saw this hammer candle right here, big buying pressure, two big engulfed candles next to the hammer candle. We knew that we were going upwards from that moment. Now we are going a bit sideways because we don't have the volatility, we don't have the volume yet, because we had a very quick pump up here. As you can see, in just a few days it went upwards like I don't know, let's see how much it went upwards. Let's begin from this bottom up to this top. It went upwards almost 10x, guys, almost 900, okay, 900%. It went almost up like this, so it is absolutely healthy. It has a correction, it has a consolidation more, okay? So if we see this much FOMO here, this much pump up, then we are seeing a longer correction. It is absolutely healthy. So that's why we are sleeping right now, and of course what we want to see is maintaining this level. Even if we fell down, we don't want to go beyond this low here. And of course, guys, if we break up and bounce between, then it will be very good. Right now we need to wait and see. We haven't lost anything yet for Wink. We are just sleeping right now. Wink against Bitcoin in the daily frame looks good, and of course, as long as we maintain the 50-day beyond the 20-day MA, things are looking pretty good, okay? So right now we are still fine. We just need to test some important resistance levels. We just need to break some important resistance levels, and of course break the commodity channel index, the resistance level right here, and see some opportunities as we are going further above. If we go further above for the Wink, right now looks good, guys. For Ethereum against Bitcoin though, especially in the weekly frame, I think that if we can continue to grow up, we have some more room to grow till the 0.055 for Ethereum against Bitcoin. But on the weekly frame, you can see that the RSI is approaching a level where we are having a risk, and therefore we might soon see, I hope not in the next few days, but we might soon see Ethereum going downwards against Bitcoin. We might see it due to the commodity channel index, and of course the RSI. You can see here we extended the top line here, the 70. We have some room to grow if we want to grow. For example, here we grew back on 10th August, we grew till 78. We might grow as well a little more, but we have to be careful for Ethereum against Bitcoin as well. So these are things that we could take into consideration, and of course for now all we need, guys, is patience. I will keep updating, and thank you for watching. If you like the content, please help me with clicking the like button, subscribing, and of course sharing. You can join our Telegram group chat, and please stay safe. Be careful of the scammers in the comment section. I am posting everyday comments, and I'm trying to delete as many as I can. So have a fantastic day wherever you are, and see you soon with more videos. Bye.